Yo, what's up? And welcome back to Mikromix Studio. My name is Dragonfly Bry, and today, let's take a look at this awesome open synthesizer project that's running off my Raspberry Pi. This isn't the first time you've seen a Raspberry Pi on this channel. I posted a video making a beat on the Raspberry Pi running traction waveform. I'll leave a link in the description. In the studio lounge, I have another small Raspberry Pi Zero running RetroPie, running all my old school video games. I have another Raspberry Pi for my 3D printer running Octoprint. And I have another Raspberry Pi 4, 8 gig, and my DJ Coffin running the mix software. But today, we're talking about the Zynthian. So what's a Zynthian? The Zynthian is an open platform that's basically multi-channels of synthesizers. It processes audio, and you can also use it as a MIDI processor. This comes in different formats. You can buy the fully built unit all in one on the website, or you can buy a kit and put it together yourself, or you can build it from your own parts like I did on mine. When I first started doing this, I saw Thavius Beck rocking his on Instagram. Shout out to Thavius. Check his page out as well. Then I did my homework. I started looking at a lot of YouTube videos, and I ended up on Floyd Steingberg's page. Shout out to Floyd. Definitely check out his YouTube page. I'm using the Pi 4 for my main processor. I ordered the Innomaker Hi-Fi DAC so I could get good audio going in and out. And I also got the case and all assembled. It looks like this. For the screen, I use this monitor for my DJ rig. And since I don't have the full kit, I had to add my own MIDI. So I use this MIDI Man 2x2 MIDI in and out. Last but not least, the original Zynthian has a touch panel, but for me, I'm going to use this keyboard. Sometimes I use a mouse, but I'll just use this keyboard for today. What's under the hood? The Zynthian is so deep, there's no way I could really go over all the features. Here's the main way that I use it. I use a keyboard expander. As an effects unit, you can use it as a guitar processor, or I can use it for reverb, echo, delay, and chorus type stuff. And for studio use, they're showing it's a Swiss Army knife. It does a lot of different features. You definitely want to check it out. Let's go back to the keyboard expander. Check this out. That's what, yeah, here's what I want to see. Here's what attracted me. Look at all of these synthesizer engines. So Zen adds sub effects, set beat free, organ, Linux sampler. The Linux sampler loads sound fonts, and that's how I got a lot of my sounds on here. Yeah, pipe organ emulator, Dex, DX7, TX7 emulators, Oberheim. This is a piano module. Raffo was inspired by the Mini Moog. JX10 monosynth. Here's a MIDI effect arpeggiator. Some MIDI filters, verbs, rotary speaker simulators, reverb plugins, chorus. And there are plenty of sound examples on the site, so check that out. The Zynthian creates a web server so I can connect to it on my home network using Zynthian.local. Here's an interface for all configuration and for making tweaks. And on this page, I can load up new sounds into all the different sound engines. Sometimes I use it headless or without a screen, and in those times I use my iPad or my cell phone. Pull up the same interface. I can click this button to enable the VNC server. From there, I can log on to the actual control screen for all the modules. My main use is as a sound module. So let's hear how it sounds on some beats. On the first beat, I use the MPC 2000 as a sequencer. The drums are sampled from the OG 808. And I chopped up a few samples from a record I got on TrackLib. Everything else is from the Zynthian. I'm using amp synth, string machine, OBX, and Noisemaker 3 is doing the 303 bass. Check it out.
Trust in the Lord and He will. Trust in the Lord and God will. Trust in the Lord and He will. He'll make a way for you.
And on the second beat, I use this Retrokits RK008 sequencer. This thing's so dope, man. My first sequencer was the Alesis MMT8. And this pretty much has the exact same workflow times 10. I'll do more on the RK008 in future videos. I put some of my drums into a sound font and a few 808s, and I loaded those up. So all the drums and all the sounds are all coming off the Zynthian for this beat. Check it out. So make sure you check out Zynthian.org for more details and more information. If you haven't already, make sure you click the like button and subscribe to this channel so you can see my future videos. Special shout out to Thavius and Floyd. Check both of their pages out. I'll leave those in the description. You can follow me on Instagram at Dragonfly_Bry. Check my website out at Mikromix.com. As always, thank you for watching. Peace.